what an upset this would be if Jimmy Spencer would win this race today. I went through the garage area this morning and I talked to virtually every crew chief there, and I said, who are you most worried about? And they all said, oh, the 5-car, the 3-car. Not one crew chief mentioned Jimmy Spencer. Look at how well he is running here at Rockingham today, though.
13th Winston Cup race year for Jimmy Spencer, and he has only one top 10 to show for it thus far. But he is very much in position because he is one of only 11 men, 12 now, to remain on the lead lap. There is Terry Labonte.
Look at Earnhardt just riding back there in third, watching these guys race and wear out their tires. Earnhardt told his crew that today's race was going to be a race of driver discipline. Who could be the coolest the longest? And these two guys are racing each other hard. Earnhardt's just letting his car roll on.
Here goes Jimmy Spencer now. He'll try the outside on Terry Labonte if he can make it stick, going back into turn number 1. High he goes up the banking. He's keeping it wound up.
Eli, that's hero material when you pass somebody on the outside like that. That's a power move. You see Terry Labonte not fighting back right at the moment. I think right now he's just settling in, going to do like Earnhardt, just going to sit there and watch the lead car run.
Lap 137, a new leader here at Rockingham. So the caution flag is flying again. For those of you not familiar with the rules of NASCAR Winston Cup racing, you can do no work on your car at all when the red flag is being displayed.
Well, Jimmy Spencer has just come into the pit area, and the flag is waving that says it is closed.
Boy, that's a huge mistake on Jimmy Spencer's part right there.
Let's go to Randy.
Well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he'll end up going to the longest line. If that's correct, they're going to go ahead and fill it. They needed gas. They just radioed Jimmy, said, you have got to pull that thing in here right now. Likewise for Dale Jarrett as Jimmy Spencer pulls away.
Yeah, Jimmy Spencer came in at lap number 88 as pit road is now officially open after a 9-minute and 15-second red flag period. So 9 minutes and 15 seconds the delay under red. And you're right, Jimmy Spencer really had no choice. I mean, you got to come in and go to the longest line of traffic on the restart, or your day is totally done.
Or sit on the back straightaway and watch everybody go around anyhow because you're out of gas. I mean, he had to do something.
There's the fastest of them, who's getting moved to the rear now for taking that early pit stop, and fast Chevys as well.
Now, Jimmy will stay on the lead lap, but as we had mentioned earlier, he pitted while the red flag was closing pit road, and that would mean he has as a penalty must start at the tail end of the longest line of traffic. So Jimmy Spencer is going to be moved there right now. There's Jimmy Spencer in the 11th spot, trying to pick himself through all of that pack of traffic right there. There's Jimmy Spencer working to the inside of Kenny Wallace. He's already up to 8th now, Spencer is. Wallace also on the lead lap.
For the race fans that want to see sheer brute force, look at the 23 of Jimmy Spencer. He's dicing through these cars. He's going right back to the front. What a great drive by Jimmy Spencer.
I'm waiting to see old Spencer get to the front again. That's going to be good.
Well, if you can hold your breath long enough, he's on his way. I tell you, he's driving that car just like on a half-mile dirt. I've seen him cross it up 2 or 3 times, but that don't seem to bother Spencer at all. He's like Dale Earnhardt. He can do a lot with the loose car. He drives the wheels off of it every lap.
Jimmy Spencer.
Oh, trouble's on the way. Bobby Hamilton and them better get going, because I tell you, Jimmy Spencer is not saving any part of this race car. He's running like there's 10 laps to go.
He was 5.8 seconds back at the last time by. He has cut about a second off in 5 laps or so. I mean, he has really been making a move in a hurry.
Buddy, aren't you a little surprised that he's able to go this well, that he hasn't burned his tires up already?
Jimmy Spencer can drive that thing without tires, I think. He's a pretty strong lad. I guarantee he's giving her a ride. As we speak, he's going by Bobby Hamilton down into turn 1.
They go on the low side of the racetrack. Hamilton gives room. That'll be 5th place changing hands.
Here's one of the older Chargers, Spencer, in one of the best runs of his entire Winston Cup career here today.
Bobby Hamilton's going to make him earn his spot, though. You see Bobby Hamilton try to make the move on the outside. Spencer kind of counter-checked him there on the outside and moved right away.
Spencer has just done a great job today. All these cars that he's passed on this run, haven't seen him touch anybody. He's just gotten right by every one of them, clean as can be.
Well, I tell you, for a new race team, this team looks like it's been together for 10 years, and they're out there running right now with some of the best. You see Ricky Rudd going for the lead down into turn 3. Ricky Rudd is a very fine, slick track driver. You see Spencer trying to figure out who he's going to go with.
Here comes Rudd to the stripe, and he will take over the top spot here at the Rock. Ricky started 25th, and he's now showing the way. From above on the steel aerial platform, Spencer settles into the second spot now. There goes Earnhardt to reassume a spot against Jarrett. That's the battle for third. Here comes Bobby Hamilton.
Here comes Spencer on the outside now. He wants a piece of this thing.
Whoa, what a great race this one's turning out to be here this afternoon. Glad you're with us on TNN. Rudd, Spencer, Earnhardt, Jarrett, Hamilton in that order.
There goes Jimmy Spencer back on the outside. He's back up in that groove that he made work earlier in the race. You see him coming off the corner there. Ricky Rudd powers off the corner, but I don't believe he can keep up with Spencer if they come by the start-finish line.
There goes Hamilton, the 43, trying to work inside of Dale Earnhardt going into the corner. 4 or 5 car lengths between the 23, the leader, Jimmy Spencer. Bobby Hamilton's closing in. Bobby Hamilton last led an event at Atlanta last year, and here he goes trying the high side back into turn number 1.
Something wrong with Spencer. He's falling off the pace a little bit.
Or is Hamilton just turning up the wick?
Don't know.
Hamilton is the new leader here in Rockingham. First time he's led since Atlanta last season when he led 9 laps. Let's go to the pits.
Yeah, you got it, Eli. He blowed her up. They believe they're going to try and ride it out. There's no question about it. Spencer is not going to win at Rockingham today. Wow, what a heartbreak. I think that was the best career run he has ever had. Man, he's just not going to do it today. That engine's gone.
My goodness. You know, we talked about it very quickly yesterday, Buddy Baker. I mean, if a guy is playing baseball and he drops a fly ball, well, hey, you screwed up. But when a part breaks and it takes you out, how in the world do you deal with that?
Well, you just have to realize, hey, I had a great race car. We have a good setup to come back here with in the fall and go to the next race, because that race team is together now. Jimmy Spencer's driving the race car very well. You just forget about it.
Finally now gets by Jimmy Spencer for a guy who I guess apparently has lost a cylinder. Old Mr. Spencer still giving that car a heck of a run.
Eli, when you have a motor problem like that, you can run nearly wide open all the way around the racetrack. So the car was handling so well, he's still keeping up a good pace around here.
And that tells you where a lot of his advantage was this afternoon as well.
He is starting to smoke, though, a little bit. You see, Dick?
Yep.
See, fellas? See, just a little puff of smoke out of the back of the car. You know, last week when Jeff Gordon didn't finish at Daytona, he had the longest streak of active drivers with DNFs, did not finish. Then, of course, he didn't finish. So the streak reverted to Jimmy Spencer. Spencer came in with the longest streak of consecutive races without a DNF. And, of course, he's still running. But it's at 19 where he hasn't had a DNF since the June race at Dover last year.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That line he's taken, he is so far up the racetrack, he looks like a Harry Gant of old. Remember how high Harry Gant used to run this racetrack? He'd be almost up into the wall, he would run it so high. Here and Dover, Spencer seems to have taken a page out of Harry Gant's book and made it work for him today.
Jimmy Spencer just hit the wall going through turn number 4. He's got smoke coming from behind the automobile. Now, what happened first? Did he hit the wall, or did he have a smoke problem that sent him up? But he scrubbed the wall between turns 3 and 4. And what a heartbreak for Jimmy, who led so much of this afternoon.
Yeah, he had a good run going, even with the motor giving him trouble. Boy, he's got something wrong now. You see the car going back up towards the wall there.
And caution is on the speedway. Oil now being reported around this 1-mile oval from Jimmy Spencer's car, and he will bring out the 6th caution of the afternoon, lap number 328, as Jimmy Spencer's afternoon apparently has ended here. Here's what happened.
Well, you see him going in the corner there. He gets a little bit out of the groove. There's a lot of debris on the outside there.
I don't think he hit the wall.
No, never did.
I think he just went right up. He got real close to the wall, smoked before it, got close to the wall. I don't think he hit it, buddy.
Okay, what happened there? He knew he had oil, and he was trying to get out of the racing groove, because you can see it's over with now. The thing is really giving up.
So we are under caution, 5th time today, and there you see Jimmy not only led 53 laps, but he put on a thrilling battle to get back to the front repeatedly. Remember, he pitted too early at one point, had to go to the longest line, the end of the longest line of traffic.
Well, the update is the hood is up, the car is shut off. They're trying to figure out what they can do to this automobile to help him finish the race. Water pours from the overflow on the left rear corner of the car. The 10 car of Ricky Rudd pitted just moments ago. No adjustments for him. And several more come down pit road. But Spencer just sits in the car, now takes off his helmet. He's going to be done for the day. Well, he's getting a cold drink, just climbed from the 23 car. Jimmy, you gave the fans in the grandstand a thrill today. I know your fans were thrilled, but not to be for you.
No, not really. You know, great pit stops, great race car. Donnie Winger's done a heck of a job with the crew. Cecil's here. I tell you, everything's going to the best it can be. You know, hey, we blew up today. That's life, but I'll take it all the time if I could come up there and lead them races and stuff like that. That's all I ask for out of my pit crew. They gave me a hell of a race car today.
You've had some good runs in your career. Was this the best?
Oh, it's clearly the best. This car was so fast. I mean, the dang thing. I couldn't do nothing wrong, you know. I mean, when I bided my time with Terry to see, I thought Terry had the best car next to mine, and you know, Terry done a heck of a job racing me really good, and I passed him anytime I wanted to, you know. And I'll tell you something, Terry blew up and I blew up, so I'd like to see Richard Petty's car win this race. Sentimental reasons there, you know. Hopefully he can do it. Smoking Joe's team will try and do a little bit better next week and hopefully finish.
Okay, good luck next week. Eli?